You're on Rise and Shine with Fel and DJ.
Oh, I tell you what, you're going to have to download the podcast today because we've got another podcast. There's another show happening within the show.
Oh, well, I've just made my new best friend. We've got Justin Gall here on the line, and I just found out that you, like our family, are F1 mad.
Well, I don't know about F1 now, Carl, but certainly F1 aware. I try to be aware.
Oh, well, there you
of the world
go.
around me.
I'll take that in the studio.
This is tragic. So if you want to tune into if you want to turn into the Justin and Fel, a V1 car show.
No, it's F1. It's not even V1.
V1. I don't know what I'm saying.
I was going to say, you just disqualified. You've had a DNF right off the line there, buddy. I don't even know.
Oh dear.
Something to do with sporting cars.
I don't know. The people.
Yeah, that's right.
Call it a V1.
Yeah,
that's an old. You know what that is? That's an old music video channel from the 90s, buddy.
That's where my mind's at. That's where my mind's. Listen.
There was a very important race in Canada just this morning.
Okay, that doesn't count.
Justin Michael, welcome to the show. Thank you for leaving. Thank you for leaving the car show with Fel here and joining us on Rise and Shine. But
we're just here to steal listeners from you, bud.
Yes,
posting it. We're going to start a new thing.
Launching a new podcast. Now, Justin Michael, people know you as Gus, the Gus from Compliments of Gus. I put it out there to a few people that were talking to you this morning, and the number one question is, when are we going to get more Compliments of Gus? When are they coming back? When are we going to see them again?
Well, they're all old men that are retired.
So anytime, really, they're free.
Yeah, that's it. Well, see, people don't realise that our bass player lives in Chicago now. Two of us live in Melbourne. One lives in Newcastle and one lives in Brizzy. So there are some virtual things. I believe Nath Plummer, I know you get some Nath music through every now and again.
Yes.
I believe he's working on a track that we're all going to add some stuff to. Ooh. So that could be a quasi Gus song. But yeah, look, obviously, we all keep making music, but yes, I don't know, mate. There's just not the same excuses to get out of the house anymore as go to festivals and things like that. So, hey, I tell you what, you put on a festival called the V1 Festival, right?
Or if you get F1 in Melbourne to bring them along.
Yeah. We'll put you all in an F1 car and bring you up here. Look, we'll start our own little.
Put you all in a one-seater car. That'd be great. You are just flying
with
high
instruments.
With F1
You can tell I'm right across.
Do they have a tow ball? Do those F1 cars have a tow ball?
We'll put one on.
Kit in the trailer.
We'll put one on specially for you. Justin, we haven't got you on here just talk about Compliments of Gus. You are loved and cherished by the Australian, Christian community all over the place because, again, if people are new to Christian music, Compliments of Gus, you guys were, for at least a decade. You were out there at people were opening an envelope. There was Compliments of Gus playing. There's a church putting on it. You guys are there. There's a festival. You guys are on the stages. You are playing wherever and whenever you could. You've sort of, in your retirement, in your old age, you're coming back.
Oh, and that's unfair because I'm seeing you, Justin, and you're not old.
No, he's not at all. I'm joking. But you've begun making music again, solo music. Tell us more.
Yeah. Well, I've been working. I've been working with a friend, Gavin Chan, aka Benji Jackson, for many years. We actually Gus worked with him on an album called "If This Is the End." He actually produced that record back in the day. But he's just become one of those good mates that, guys need each other, right? We need to talk to each other about what's happening in real life. But guys also need a reason to get together that's not talking, right?
Sure.
Because I can't just ring you to talk, Deej. That's not blokey enough.
Exactly.
So my theory is that Gav and I connect over music, and we've just really walked a long journey together. And every time we catch up, we try and make a bit of music. So that's really where it was birthed from. And over the years, I've been making music, and I've got a bunch of tracks on a Dropbox there somewhere. That I decided I should probably actually get them finished and let people hear them. So yeah, it's kind of, I've been making music for me, just to catharsis a little.
I like that word.
Life kind of smacks you around, smacks you in the face, and we need to be able to process that. And of course, for a creative person, you do it with a paintbrush or a poet's pen, or I tend to do it with a guitar and a lyric. So that's what I've been doing for the last little while, just catharting with some music. And some of the songs that I've written have just been little ditties that I wrote for, special occasions, special events at church, those sorts of things. And we've just taken them that step further and made some studio recordings of them. Yeah.
Can I say now, to give people a little bit of a background, one of the many hats that I wore back in the 90s was I started a record label. What
was it called?
It was called Mustard Records.
It was called V1.
Yeah.
And it had an F1 car on the title.
Exactly. It was like, I don't know, it's going to go fast.
It was called Mustard Records.
It was red.
I've got a new name for if I start another one though. But Mustard Records, and it was a record label about Australian Christian music. We didn't really mind the genre as long as you were Australian and putting out great Christian music. We signed a bunch of people. The second band that we ever signed was Compliments of Gus. Justin and Jared in the team there. So we've worked pretty closely together over the years. I'm a massive fan of your music, both with Gus and the solo stuff. And I say all of that to say, your new music that you're making is my favourite music that you've ever made. Yeah, it really is. I think
That's
it
beautiful.
really is. So I can't say all of that. I've said,
Can I ask a question though before you play it? Because I can see that you're going to play. We're going to play one of your songs, Justin. It's called "Lead Me to Love," and I'm just wondering if you could give us a little intro, because you just said sometimes life smacks you in the face and you get to write music. Is this one of those songs? Where did this song get birthed from?
This one's actually a little bit. This is a little bit on the lighter side. This is very much
when life gives you a kiss on the cheek instead of a smack on it.
This is about your mumming. This is what this is about. So for me, this was legitimately written. We had a couple of minutes in a Mother's Day service after pandemic and all the crazy. It was really hard to do big energy stuff and get lots of volunteers and stuff like that. So I was working in a church that was a large church, but it would still. So what I did is I went, you know what? I don't have time to get volunteers and meet together because it wasn't happening. I'll just write a little guitar ditty about my mum.
Oh.
And so that was really the motivation, and I thought about how it was that parents worked in I guess that was the 80s, and the first line is, "You asked me what would Jesus do," and I just had this image of a teenager rolling their eyes at their mother, going, "Well, I guess he'd agree with you." That was it. So that's where that came from. Just a bit of a laugh.
I love it. And having met your parents, I can imagine your mum taking this, very, very gracefully, loving it here.
Absolutely.
Can I say that? Is this? I know I can say it, but tell me if I'm being factual here. Is this the first time played on radio?
I think so.
Okay, we'll
go with that.
We'll run with that.
We'll go with I think so.
The first, at least the first time played here at Vision. We're going to say the first time on radio in Australia. This is Justin Michael.
Done. Do it.
This is Justin Michael with Lead Me On. You can stick around. We'll have a chat in just a moment. Listen to this gorgeous song. Mums, this is going out to you. Have a listen. Lead Me to Love. Justin Michael here on Vision.
Oh, Justin Michael with Lead Me to Love.
Love
a
it.
song for mums everywhere. Beautiful.
There you go, mums.
Thank you.
As a Justin Michael fan, someone who's a fan and someone who's worked with
You're
you.
fanboying over there.
Fanboying. I mean, we've known each other for a very long time. We connected over Charlie Peacock albums back in the late 90s, and
Indeed.
then I found out he was in a band. I thought he was just some weird, French horn player.
Oh, the French horn. That's an interesting start.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you play other?
It gets weirder. Don't worry.
Really? What other weird instruments do you play?
I wouldn't call the instrument weird. It's just that I was trained as a classical musician.
I think that's wonderful.
It's good to watch Star Wars with the kids and you just sort of go, French horn. That's a French horn. And that's a French horn. That's French horn. Like, shut up, Dad. But that's a French horn.
Yeah.
Did you know
I can play the French horn. Yeah, I can play the French horn. The reason I say that is because with your new music, and we just heard a great example there, Lead Me to Love, you've put that up on your YouTube accounts. People, if you want to have a look at it there. I think one of the reasons why I love your new music is there is something stripped back and so personal, and watching Compliments of Gus over the years and having you on a record label and working with you in different things, my number one complaint, if I could have a complaint about Compliments of Gus, was, guys, sure. I love it when it's just like 2 or 3 of you doing something really simple. And you guys were like, but we can put 10 French horns on this one. We can add more music to it. And I'm like, I love it stripped back. I love it stripped back. And that's what I'm hearing more and more of your music now. Is this strip back, your personality coming to the forefront, and you're taking things. And I love your pastoral heart as you're singing through these songs. I'm a massive fan of the new music. I can't wait for everybody else to hear it.
Sweetie. I was going to say, eventually I'm moving to my 80s hip hop phase, and it'll just be a lyric and a loop and a mic. You know what I mean?
I love that I can understand the lyrics, so that's a win for me.
Well, I was going to do them in French, but
to suit the French horn. Hey, listen, mate.
You need an Irish accent. I can do that.
By the way, the French horn isn't even French; it's English. So anyway, we can go over that later on. Yeah, you know me a French horn. That's our other podcast. DJP and I do one on weird instruments, and Fel and I can do one on F1.
We have got heaps of material here. Yeah. I'm loving though. I'm on your Instagram. And people could jump over. Not much F1 on the Instagram, but lots of family and a very cute puppy there as well. How much does the family and the puppy now influence this new breed of music that DJ's loving coming through?
Oh, well, completely. Because the key reason I've kept playing music is because it's good. That, Daddy always smiles more when he's playing music, right? Yeah, that's good. When your kids notice that your tank's a little empty before you do, kids are good barometers of your own mental health and emotional health. They know what's going on. So honestly, like I did use the word cathartic before. It is a cathartic kind of process. But I have the instruments out around the house, so I like to encourage the kids to write and to play and to do the things. And this is a fun little thing, but I actually, the kids, my little ones, I have 7-year-old twins, and we just asked the Google speaker to play my music for them going to sleep. Which is a strange little blessing that I didn't see coming, but it's a nice thing to be able to say, because they know that one of the songs on there was written for them, and they know the other song was written for Gran and that sort of stuff. So it actually has a really lovely impact on the family that way. Yeah. But obviously the music is written. There's another song that I wrote that I can't remember the name of that's there, but the original title of it was what I wrote down on my journal was An Apology Before It's Needed.
Wow.
The idea that I know you kids are gonna need therapy because of me at some point. So I just want to put down, here's what I was trying to do for you.
Oh, I love that thought.
Yeah, because it's a massive influence.
Digs into that parenting moment where you think, I'm trying to do my best. Yeah. And you look back at your parents and you think, I know they were trying to do their best. Yeah. And so there's less judgment the older you get, I think, isn't there?
Absolutely. Oh, my goodness.
Listen, buddy, we could literally talk to you for all morning. You're an absolute joy.
I've got lots of comments.
Well, you two are going to start the car podcast, so we've got that to look forward to. We're going to go out and play one music. Have you got, talking about the kids, the family and everything like that, have you got a song? Give us a great, Aussie song that we can play for somebody.
Look, I don't know. Can we call her an Aussie? Let's call her an Aussie. Brooke Fraser.
Oh, yes.
We claim her.
Yeah, we claim her. Yeah. Claim her. Brooke Lipkerwood / Brooke. So Brooke Lipkerwood is an Aussie and Brooke Fraser is a Kiwi.
Yes, okay. Two separate people.
But one of the ones that we love to play in the car that the kids love and love to sing along with is Something in the Water. So what about that one?
Love that one.
Listen, if you want to connect with Justin, I'm going to say go over to Instagram, Justin_Michael_Gall, Gall, or do the same thing. Look for Justin Michael Gall on YouTube. Connect with our man there. Buddy, please keep us updated. Cannot wait. I might have to restart the record label just to get that record out of you, buddy, I think.
Start a festival too.
Okay, we'll do the whole lot. Let's have a listen to it right now. Brooke Fraser, Something in the Water. I'm going to play the acoustic version here, going out to you, Justin.
Sing in the car.
Exactly. Sing along with us this morning. Justin, thanks for your time, buddy.
See you guys. Cheers. Bye.